sure, so I'm going to ask you to raise your hands if you snuck in and you weren't screened. Are there any CIA agents in this room? How about the FBI? Anybody from the TSA? Yes. Good. We're okay now. We're my friends. And you've heard me say many times that I'm fascinated with talking to young people, and I'm glad to see that everybody here is under 30. That is great. I'm also delighted to come back once again to New York because I'm always more impressed each time because there's a lot of people in New York, nobody knows about you, that really care about a free society. But you know, sometimes what has happened over the many decades is everybody talks about freedom, everybody talks about the Constitution, but have you ever noticed they get rather careless about it once they get to Washington, D.C.? So I'm going to talk about that favorite subject of mine, what a free society is all about. And it's not all that complicated. To me, it's simply this, that you have a natural right to your life, therefore you have a natural right to your liberty, and therefore you should be able to keep everything you earn. What kind of a president should we have under those circumstances? Does he have to be Solomon and know everything about your life? No. For you to run your own lives, I don't have to be all wise. All I can say is I want to protect your liberties. It's your life. Spend it the way you want. If you do it productively, that is great. But if you mess up, you can't go to the government to get a bailout. Now in foreign policy, I don't have to pretend I know every solution, every problem in the world. I think we should deal with our problems at home and forget about those problems. And I don't have a lot of confidence about entangling alliances, and that starts with the UN, the IMF, the WTO. So we very simply could just get out. We'd save some money also. But you know, one challenge we get when we talk about non-entities, you don't care about our troops, you don't care about defending America. I haven't had a chance, but one of these days I'm going to have a chance, possibly in one of those debates. Why do you ask that question? Why don't you ask me the question, why is it that the active military people send you more money than all the rest of them put together? Maybe it's because they don't want to fight unconstitutional, unnecessary, useless war. So what is the solution for that? We have a problem out there. There's a lot of troops. We have them in Japan, South Korea. We have them in Europe. We have them all in the Middle East. Bring them home! Somebody asked me, well, when would you do that? I said, as soon as I can send the ships there to pick them up. And under the Constitution, the president has the authority to do exactly that. He's in charge of the troops. Now, this would send a powerful message, a message of free peace and liberty, but it would also send an economic message that our foreign policy is going to change, and that just think immediately if you get those troops home within a month or two, just think of all those salaries that are going to be spent here in this country and not overseas. Foreign policy is a big issue. The people that support the campaign are very, very much endeared to this. On college campuses, they don't want the war. They are young people and they don't want to inherit the burden. So therefore, To me, it is one of the most important positions that we hold in this campaign. And that is a foreign policy of non-intervention, a foreign policy of peace and prosperity and coming home.